So now I will add the functionality to the buttons to demonstrate the functionality. So I just simply will print some text, and the text will be this, and the same I copy this, then so now when I press the buttons, the outputs will be shown in my output view in my Xcode, and I will add some function to remove the status bar in application. So I just write prefers, and Xcode will automatically generate the function name and all what I need, and I just return the false, the true. So now when I try to run the simulator, we will see the application without the status bar. So as you can see, there is nothing, no Wi-Fi connection, no time and other. And now if I click single player button, I can see this text, so single player button pressed, and when I click the multiplayer button, I can see multiplayer button pressed. So the selectors are working, functions are working. So now we will make some game view controller for our game. So I have to create new CIB, so I will create new file as before created the menu view. So I will create the game view, okay, and now I have to change the same. So I have to uncheck the use size classes, so I will disable them, okay, and I have to create new controller for the game. So I will create new file, and it will be Kuka touch class, and again it will be UI view controller, and I will call it game view controller, okay. So I will create that, okay. So now I just remove this commented lines and this. Oh, Xcode, work, please. Okay, some errors. Okay, so I just remove the command lines, and I have to again set the file's owner. So the file's owner of the view is the game view controller, and I have to set the view parent to the view of the CIB. So this is the same as I show you in the preview tutorial in when I created the menu view. So this is same, and I just take this function to remove the status bar and copy to the game view controller. So this is the same, it will be remove the status bar, okay. And now we can make the transition to when I press the single player button to our controller. So when I press the single player button, I will just call self preview present view controller, and the controller will be, oh well, I have to create the game controller, so I have to make the game controller constant, and it will be that type of game view controller, and I will insert it same as in the app delegate. So it will be the name of the CIB. So the CIB is game view, and the bundle is NS bundle my bundle. So, and now in the self-present view controller, I have to pass my game controller what I created before animated at say true, and competition will be nil because we don't need some competition. So this is it, pretty simple. Now when I try to run the simulator, when I click on the single player button, it will be redirected to my game view controller. So if I click now, as you can see, now I got a blank game view controller. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now this is only for transition, but we need to some logic in our game. So we will create some new group for the better organization in our code. So I will create a logic group and I will create new file and it will be ns object. Okay, and I will call it because our application is about expression, so player will be solving some expression, so I have to make a class for the expression for better data organization and other. So it's my mistake, expression, and it will be ns object. So, and in the expression we will need two numbers, because if you are divide numbers or adding numbers, you need always the two numbers. So our class will have variables number 1 and it will be integer, okay, and var number 2 integer, and the result of our expression will be 2 integers. So okay, and all expression got some sign, so I have to make some enum for my sign. So I have to make enumeration for my sign. So I will create sign and it will be string sign. So I made the enum values. So first will be plus and it is just plus. Then it will be minus for minusing. Then division for division. And last is multiplication. Multiplication. So asterisk for the multiplication. Okay, so now we got the sync enum, and I will make variable for that in my expression object. So on my on my expression class. So it will be sign and type will be sign. Oh, so this is it. Okay, so what we have to do now? Well, we will create the default constructor for our object. So just empty parameters. Okay. So what we will now to do is to make some randomness and generating the expression. So first of all, we need to make some function to generate two random numbers. So I will create function and it will be private class function. So it is static function. It could be called without the initialization of the object. So, and I just call it get random, and it will return 2 ints and int. Okay, and in this function I just make some random numbers. So and now for the second number, so and I just return them in tuple. So this is the new functionality of the Swift. You can return in function double values or multiple values. So the first line, let random one, it will create some random number from I think 0 to 10, and the second line, because you cannot divide by 0, so this will be create some number from 0 to 10 or 9, and it will be added to this number 1, so you never get if you will divide 0, so this will be protected. Now we have to make function for the for the for the expressions, but I will show you next time. So bye.